What it do, man? It's your boy LP, aka LPZ. Hey, welcome to the Trap Plan Radio. Welcome to the Trap Plan Radio. Hey, welcome to the Trap Plan Radio. Welcome to the Trap Plan Radio. What it do, man? Hey, it's your boy LP, man, and we turned up with the Trap Plan Radio, man. And what I need you to do right now, I need you to share this video. Yes, you watching this video right now, I need you to share this video. If you're watching on YouTube, I want you to like, comment, or subscribe. Matter of fact, everybody on Facebook, I need you to be commenting and I need you to be sharing. So I need everybody to start spamming the comment section, you know what I'm saying? Making statements, saying your opinion, just saying whatever, how you feeling about this situation, you know what I'm saying? So we just need to get it out, man. Need to get it out there, need to get it out there, need to get it out there. Show your boy some love. For all y'all that are constantly coming on and watching the Trap Plan Radio, I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you, and I thank you so very much. Now, y'all know what we talking about today. We are talking about Neon Deion. Neon Deion Sanders. Yes, Neon Deion Sanders. Now, a lot of people had a lot to say about what recently just took place in terms of him walking out on Media Day. And people got a lot of problems. People got a lot of issues. You know what I'm saying? And they are upset. You got a lot of people upset. You got a lot of people bothered. You got a lot of people feeling like, Deion Sanders, dude, get up off of yourself, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You tripping. And the main thing they're saying is, how dare you compare yourself to Nick Saban? They are upset about that. Brother said Deion went left, but I see his point to a certain extent. But the media calls Nick Saban Nick all the time. Mr. Sanders for y'all that don't know. Real talk. So I just want to jump into this and have this particular discussion. And okay, for the people that don't know, people who are don't know what's going on. Deion Sanders, he left an interview after being called twice by his first name and not coach. As the head football coach at Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi, Deion Sanders wants to be referred to as coach and nothing else. During the 2021 SWAC Football Media Day in Birmingham, Alabama on Monday, ESPN reports that the NFL Hall of Famer made it very clear to one reporter that he did not want by his first name. Quote, "You don't call Nick Saban Nick, don't call me Deion," Sanders told reporter Nick Suss from the Clarion Ledger, referencing the 7-time national championship head coach. The reporter apparently referred to Sanders as Deion twice, to which the college coach noted that if you call Nick Saban Nick, you will be cussed out on the spot. He added, "So don't do that to me. Treat me like Nick." So a lot of people are upset about that. And they saying that Deion Sanders is tripping. He is tripping. He has gone too far. People are saying that Deion Sanders has gone too far. People are disappointed at Deion. People are really, really throwing a lot of shade at Deion Sanders right now because of the way he has handled this situation. Well, let me give my thoughts on it, my personal thoughts, okay, and my personal understanding and my personal view. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? I am a huge fan of Deion Sanders. Shouts out to Coach Prime. Coach Prime. Shouts out to Coach Prime. I'm an extreme fan ever since back in 1996 when my coach moved me from outside linebacker to cornerback, and he gave me number 21. Not only was 21 significant for me because that was my brother's high school, my older brother's high school number, but because I was playing cornerback, and I'd like to get real fly whenever I get on the football field, just like Deion Sanders. I was pretty good at covering, just like Deion Sanders. I wasn't as good as Deion, but I was pretty good at covering. And I wasn't finna head up tackle nobody. Just like Deion Sanders. I will grab you by your shoulder pads and sling you down. I will hit you low at your knees. But as far as just coming straight up and just form tackling you, no, I wasn't finna do that. And you rarely seen Deion Sanders doing that. But anyway, saying all that to say, I was an extreme Deion fan. And in my older years, with him transitioning into coach, not only a coach, but a coach at an HBCU. Give it up to Coach Prime for making that decision to coach at an HBCU. Thank you so very much. Mississippi University, HBCU, Jackson State. My uncle is an alumni of Jackson State. I have a few cousins who are alumni of Jackson State. I'm a big fan. So I'm very happy to see what's going on. He is changing the culture of the HBCU in terms of what we see when it comes to sports. And we are grateful for that. Shouts out to Coach Prime. And whenever he started coaching, he made it very clear. He said, I want y'all to call me Coach Prime. That's what he said. That is what he said. For those of you that are watching by TikTok, I am live on Facebook. Go on my Facebook Live. Come on. Some of you wanted to have a discussion with me. Come on Facebook. My Facebook is LP Like Paul. That's LP LIKEPAUL. If you would like to come on and you'd like to have this discussion with me, please come to my Facebook. Send me, comment on the page and send me, a comment on my messenger, and I will get you in. So, anyway, so he told us last year, he said, listen, I want to be called Coach Prime. All right. So it's very clear, Coach Prime. So this young man, and Coach Prime made it very clear that, in this particular, these were Zoom call. This was a Zoom call that they had. And this particular individual was a white guy in whom which he was the only one that hadn't had the opportunity to talk to Coach Prime. So Coach Prime said, hey, bring him in. I like him. Bring him in. I want to give him an opportunity. This young man decided to call him Deion. He said, hey. Don't do that. Because he made it very clear to us already. Call me Coach Prime. When he made the statement about Nick Saban, he said, I call Nick Saban Nick all the time. But you're going to forget about the fact that he asked you not to call me Deion. And he turned around and said, well, Deion. And Coach Prime got up and walked away. Now, here's my view on that. I'm very, 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 very serious about respect. I'm so serious about respect. Every person that I come in contact with, every person that I deal with, I make sure I call them ma'am or sir. Now, that's the country in me. I'm a Southern country boy. So I call, especially women, I call all women ma'am. You know what I'm saying? But purposefully, from a respect aspect, I call men and women ma'am and sir. Whether you're younger than I am, older than I am, it don't matter. I'm going to call you sir. You come into my place of business, I'm going to call you sir. I even call my peers sir or ma'am, because I want to institute an environment of respect. So if other people see me call you sir, those other people who are watching me call you sir are going to assume that you are someone important, and they're going to give you that same respect that I give you. So I've made it very, very, very clear that I'm going to do this whole respect thing. Now, when it comes to positions of authority, I am huge when it comes to respecting positions of authority. I'm huge on respecting positions of authority. Whether it's a coach, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a principal, whether it's the president, whether it's the mayor, I'm huge on respecting authority. Whether it's a pastor, whether it's a deacon, whether it's a bishop, I'm huge on having respect and honor for authority. You'll never catch me talking bad about the mayor. You'll never catch me talking bad about the president. Years ago, when everybody would go on their witch hunt for President Obama, the people that had a problem with President Obama, people would go on their witch hunt. I would, hey, we're not going to do that. That's the president. Just recently, President Donald Trump. I'm like, people go on a witch hunt talking bad about President Trump. Hey, we're not going to do that. That's the president. People talking bad about a particular pastor. Hey, we're not going to do that. That's the pastor. That is my view. They are coaches who are younger than me. And I make sure I respect them and I honor them and I call them coach and I address them as sir. Now the typical person say, hey, look, in order for me to give you that type of respect, give you that type of honor, you have to earn it. You have to earn it. Now, bringing it back to Coach Prime and the people that were saying, how could he expect the respect that Nick Saban gets when Nick Saban is Nick Saban and he's just Deion Sanders? Why can't he get the same respect that Coach Nick Saban gets? Why not? Oh, it's because Nick Saban won 7 championships. So a coach has to be a winning coach for us to give him respect. See, what you're doing is you are saying, I don't care about positions of authority. These positions of authority have to perform great in order for me to give them respect. See, that's a flawed way of thinking. This is my personal opinion, okay? This is my personal opinion. I'll say it again. This is my personal opinion. According to my personal opinion, when you're in a position of authority, give honor to that position. I'm going to tell you why this is important. You have to understand that there is a saying that is very true. You reap what you sow. Now, one day you may be placed in a position of authority. And when you're in that place of authority, you're going to desire to be respected. You're going to desire to be honored in that position. So if you have sowed discord and negativity and disrespect to positions of authority, guess what you're going to reap? If you sow discord and disrespect to positions of authority, if you sow that, you're going to reap that if you are ever placed in a position of authority. I don't care whether it's you get placed in authority on your job. I don't care if you get placed in a place of authority in your city, a place of authority in your state, a place even, watch this, even the place of authority in your home. You in your home and y'all gonna respect me. As a mother, you want respect from your children. As a father, you want respect when you come into that home. But you've been sowing disrespect to other positions of authority. So guess what that is opening the door for in your personal life? Disrespect. Now you wonder why that woman won't give you the respect that you desire. You're wondering why that woman won't give you that honor that you desire. Is it a possibility that because you've been sowing disrespect to other positions of authority, that's why you reaping disrespect in your position of authority in your home? It's quiet in here. See, this is the reason why. See, people don't understand that. They don't get that. They don't get that. They don't get that. They don't get that. We pick and choose what positions of authority we want to give honor and respect to. We pick and choose. So what if your woman pick and choose when she gonna respect you? What if your children pick and choose when they gonna respect you? What if your family gotta wait till you perform perfectly before they can respect you? It's quiet in here. See, I'm gonna lay off that. Now. Let's bring it to this. I want you to think about this point that I'm about to give you. Coach Prime let the brother know, don't call me that. He let him know, don't call me that. And the young man came around again and called him Deion again. That is sheer disrespect. I'm on social media, and I do a lot of back and forth with people on social media. I have a lot of different confrontational back and forth with individual. I am a man of faith, and I'm in a lot of different groups with people who don't believe in God at all, or they are very oppositional toward, they have a lot of opposition toward anyone who adhere to any of the Abrahamic faiths. And so as a result, there's a lot of people who are, when they see people like myself who represent an Abrahamic faith, they become very disrespectful and they begin to say a lot of things. I've had a lot of them tell me, F your Jesus, F you, F your church, F your Bible, call me different names. And whenever that happens, I immediately tell them, okay, first of all, I'm not going to do disrespect to you, so I'm going to ask you to not disrespect me. Or, they do the classic name calling, call you, sheep, call you brainwashed Jesus lover, call you, Bible thumper, call you, I've been called a F nigga, what I'm saying? All types of stuff. And then whenever those comments come, whenever those name calling things come, I immediately asked him, sir, could you please, or ma'am, could you please call me by the name that I go by, LP like Paul? I will call you by the name that you're asking to be called. So I'm going to ask you not to do that. If the response is another name that I don't want to be called, I'll let them know. If this is how we're going to have a conversation, we will no longer have a conversation. And if you continue on, I will block you. I established standards right there. Now, whether you want to follow those standards, if you want to be disrespectful after I ask you not to call me that, if you want to be disrespectful, we're done. So people will, for the sake of their pride, who do he think he is? I will call him blank, blank, blank again. And that person right there will be blocked. Because I'm establishing boundaries. You have to teach people how to love you. You have to teach people how to respect you. And this is what Coach Prime, this is what Coach Prime was doing in this particular situation. He was teaching how to love him. I want to be addressed as Coach Prime. I told you that before. You came into this interview, you called me Deion. I told you again, don't call me that. You call me Deion again. We're done. See, you got to think about this. And people made a big fuss about it because they was like, hey, Coach Saban, they call him Nick all the time. It's no big deal. But see, here's the reality of it. All right. And we have to, there's a lot of things that we have to sift through, a lot of things that we have to fight through to get an understanding of in terms of, and I talk about this all the time, human behavior. You have to understand how humans behave. Humans behave certain ways because of certain experiences, because of certain things that have taken place in their lives. And you have to understand the concept of what it means to be a black man in America. As a black man in America, there's not a lot of respect for us, right? Unless you are a part of that, that small percentage, that are doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like if you, how can I put it? As a black man in America, you have to, okay. President Obama was the president of the United States, right? However, and at this high level in government, there was still this amazing, overwhelming amount of disrespect. Not because of his policies, not because of anything like this, simply because he's a black man. This is a reality. And so I want you to think about the past when it comes to black men in the past, what they went through, what they experienced, all those negative things, they observing, their peers being lynched and, seeing their peers get chased down by white mobs and get beat up and, just because they're black. And you know what I'm saying? They call boy, they on a job, working on a job, they call boy, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Forced to work the jobs that nobody else wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at the history of black men and what they've experienced and what they've gone through, and then you give them a position of authority. Oh my God, I have a position of authority. I'm somebody. I'm a coach. I'm a pastor. I'm a manager. I'm a bishop. I'm a deacon. You get what I'm saying? And in that position of authority, I'm finally somebody. So now, because of my performance, I'm somebody, and I have a title and I have a position. This is the reason why culturally, as black men, we get hung up in titles. See, I've had to have this conversation with a lot of my white brothers and sisters in the church because, they've kind of asked, why do black ministers get so caught up in titles and things of that time? And I'm helping them to understand, like, you don't get it. You don't get it because you haven't experienced what it is to be a black man. As a black man, we have been utterly disrespected all of our lives. We've been called nigga. We've been called monkey. We've been called ape. We've been told that we can't lead. We've been told that, you know what I'm saying? All these different things. So when we get a position of authority, I'm somebody. And we earnestly desire to have that respect that we deserve. And when we don't get it, ooh, it's painful. It's painful. So in a situation like this, where Coach Prime has been elevated to the coach at Jackson State, and he asked everyone, call him Coach Prime. And he gets to this interview, and this young man who made up in his mind, I don't have to give you that honor and that respect that you asked for. I don't have to. I don't have to. Even when you ask me to, I'm not going to do it. It only made sense for Coach Prime to get up and walk away from that gentleman, because that gentleman made up in his mind, I don't care what you want. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you desire. Because I don't care, I'm going to call you Deion. That's essentially what he said. That is what he said. Chuck said, every man is looking for respect. When you tell them how to respect you and they walk all over your boundary, then Coach Prime can respond any way he wants. I agree with that 100%. 100%. 100%. Sebastian Bryant says, after asked once, his request should have been honored. Because if any other coach made that request, it would have been honored. Absolutely. 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 Let's look at this comment. By your logic, the reporters who call Nick Saban Nick are being disrespectful. I don't buy it. Well, that's my logic. I'm not asking you to buy it. I'm just giving you my thoughts. I'm just giving you my thoughts. This is my thoughts, you know. Brother say, give us some strong meat, Pastor. Cuz say, ain't no such thing as just Deion Sanders. He is arguably the best athlete in the NFL. Not arguably, he is. No doubt. Just trying to look at some of these comments that we got, you know. Arguably his name calls for more respect than the title. I can see that. I can concede that when you ask someone to call you by a title and they do it anyway, that's disrespectful. No doubt. It's extreme disrespect. Reminds me of Kunta versus Toby. Wow. All right. Actually, no, because Coach Saban does not specifically ask to be called Coach Saban. If he did and they refuse, then it would be disrespect. I agree. Oh, man. Track Willie, what's happening? Yeah, man. So, you know, that's just my thoughts on the situation. I'm very big on respect. Very big on respect. And I just, you know, in those situations, you know, I'm very sensitive about, you know, the desires of people who want to experience the respect that they want, you know, and it just is what it is, you know. So without further ado, man, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this to a close. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in to the Trap Plan Radio. If you've been encouraged, if you've been blessed, show your boy some love and support the Trap Plan Radio. You can send me a Cash App, money sign LPZ Cash. That's the letter L, the letter P, the letter Z, CASH. Again, if you got encouraged, inspired, found something insightful from this, please send me a Cash App. Money sign, the letter L, the letter P, the letter Z, CASH. Thank you so very much for tuning in. God bless you, and may God keep you. Holla at your boy.